everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and in today's video we are going cutting the maize. First things first, trailer on. Done for hydraulic oil, or not doing it for the maize.
I got the pipe for that yoke inside.
Rattle that. Where are you? Nothing like a bit of a rush. So I still have to blow straw in, so we're going to blow in 3 bales of straw. Leave the straw blower there while I bale in it in case I want to put more in. If not, it's there for bedding anyways. So bro's on the draw. I'll be able to draw a bit at the start. And then George is coming to us later with the black mass in the bra. And we're getting there. We're a little bit behind schedule as we had a other project that finished up this morning that you'll see next spring. So She haven't straw on yet, but I have the bale ready to rock. So the plan is going to get them started, because it takes, the slowest part of cutting maize is getting the field opened. It's just a slow job. There's no two ways about it. So Father Phil is going to get the field opened up, and while he's at that, I'll put in that first bale of straw and maybe get second one in, and I'll follow out the 99 and the Hearn so that we can swap the trainer onto the 7618 upon the Hearn and keep going. It's going to take the 2 trailers. We don't think we'll get round in one. Okay, mucky coming in off the field. Someday I'm going to get this area tidied up. For anyone who is viewing here, just up you can see the tent up at the top of the field. That's kind of the viewing area where you walk from the sunflowers through the maize to the pumpkins. So that's where people will be watching. As it says, the gap in is mucky. So the plan will be everyone goes into the field, turns down the field, turns down the yard, and then backs up to the pit and out. No turning or anything up next to the pit. So the headland is quite weedy because I think the sower run out of pre-emergent spray. So once we get in a bit, it gets a bit better. Let's go cut some maize! Coming quite green, that now looks quite green. So you can see that's the cob we're cutting there now, and it's, yeah, she's still damp. So that's what we're cutting. That's the chop length. You can see the grain that's there is mushed, but that's damp. You can see the juice running over, so that's why we need to put in the straw. Now once it goes further that way, you get more into what's dead. But this is what we're looking at, height wise. So it's not bad. Far off the height of the 7618, maybe a foot shorter than it, maybe a little bit smaller than last year. And you'll notice 2 rows. So you have Foxtrot is the slightly shorter plant, and then the LG is the slightly taller plant. Open, you'll know, because the LG has a red cob, because it has the novel trait which makes it red, which leaves it full of antioxidants. When we sowed it, 1 row Foxtrot, 1 row LG, because last year we found the LG, some of it had fallen into the Foxtrot. So that's how we sowed it. And before I forget, today's video is sponsored by Gold Crop for all your forage seed needs. They done the work with us on the crop that is here with the LG. I can't remember what the code is. It's LG 31207 or something like that, but I could be wrong. And then the Foxtrot is the other variety. So that end of the field is without plastic, so we'll try and come back out when we're at the 5 runs of plastic that was in. But yeah, they're away, so I'm gonna go get some straw blown, be ready for that first load to come in. So yeah, we are cutting maize. It's going to be interesting to see how this is going to work. And we're at the gap with the 99. I see bro is just picking up the trailer out here to get around the field. figure out. He's done a wee loop-de-loop. So just try to figure it out. We'll be on out there now, and we get this down. We get the hern down for him and keep him moving. And we'll put in straw. Try putting straw as we go along. We'll just see. We'll see how it goes. I thought this end of the field would have been slightly riper. Maybe not just as ripe as I thought. At the end of this, we'll be able to see how much is in the pit. And I know how much was in it last year. We basically had the pit full, and we had it right out to the edge of the canopy. So quite a lot last year. This is the bit of the field that I was saying about in yesterday's video. Just totally dead. Why, I don't know. No, it's actually not that great out here now. Now this wouldn't have this doesn't have the shelter because there's no hedge along this side. So maybe that's why it took to the frost maybe a wee bit harder. We get trailer swapped and we keep Father Phil moving, and we get this maize into the... So this is what the crop is like up on top of the hill. So 1 per plant, 2 per plant, 2 per plant. Probably maybe a little bit smaller up here. Be more exposed up here, so it would down at the bottom end of the field because we are on a hill. It's full cob. That was the biggest thing we were afraid of, is that we'd end up with cobs that would all look like the top of that would have nothing in them. But at least we have a full cob. The only problem is it is milky. Anyway, we left row. Chap row there, he's going back that way. Then I'll follow Father Phil down to the end of the field. So I just chap row, and yeah, we keep at it, cutting them in. You let me know in the comments what you think. But I don't think, for being a crop sod without plastic, it's a bit shorter here now, it's not too bad a crop. I think it's definitely better than the year we had 5 acres of uncovered maize. I'd say we've a better crop this year. Now all the things Father Phil done this year to try and help get over the cold summer was this got spray on liquid fertilizer 3 or 4 times in the early part of the year to try and keep the crop fed, to keep it growing, as that was one thing we were recommended by our agronomist, was just keep feeding the crop. Because one of the issues with maize, when it doesn't get enough heat, it gets lazy, it doesn't grow, the roots aren't expanding to find nutrients, so the plant starts to starve and it starts to just kind of stall itself. So by keeping it fed, you kind of keep it growing even when you're in a cold spell. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that way, and you can definitely see the difference between the LG and the Foxtrot. Foxtrot has ripened quicker than the LG. The LG has a longer accumulative temperature to get it to ripen versus the Foxtrot. If that makes any sense. Someone smarter than me would probably explain it better, but maize works on an accumulative temperature. Right, I think that's us ready to unload here, or take off. So whether it's 3000 degrees or 2000 degrees, it needs to reach that to reach maturity. And the Foxtrot has a lower accumulative temperature than the LG, so that's why the Foxtrot's slightly better. So we get this trailer off and we bring it into the trailer on. Let's go and get a load of maize. Rising off this frost damaged maize. It's very black looking dust, so it is. And it's coming in a good bit browner than the other end of the field. So that might help with how damp the crop is. That might help create some soakage throughout it too, but I don't think I ever remember seeing dust like that off maize. That's us filled. So I don't know, no, the camera's following the hill. I'll see, can I get it to... No, it's not. Yeah, the camera's lying, we're on the side of the hill now, and the hill is maybe about that. Usually the camera shows it, but it centered itself with the hill. That makes any sense. We're going to tip this, get another bale of straw, and then push up the bit to steer. And George should be here shortly to start drawing. Once George comes, I'll just park. Probably let Eric drive this, because it'll be just easier for him. In the yard, we tip this and we see how the telly is able to fit the push-ups. The maize. It is a deep. This stuff, yeah, that's that browner stuff, much nicer. Not near as damp as the green. Anyways, right, time for some teleporter action. Bale of straw for straw blower, bucket, and we get shoving. And then go out for a load when we have it shoved. Yeah, that's how we'll just do it. George should be here shortly. So let's see how the JCB 531-70 likes pushing maize. Let's see what she can do. So we're in second gear. So I don't know where to go, slower or faster. Just aim on just pushing backward. Tip at the front, just leave it being able to gently get in at it. So if we keep it too much to the front, it can get away on me quite handy. Just get the polythene held down now with a lock of maize. So my biggest concern with pushing with the teleporter would be its level of clearance. It wouldn't have maybe 6 inches or so less clearance on under the body in comparison to the veneering, which could make all the difference, especially towards the end if we end up with kind of a humpback on the face of the pit, which I kind of nearly always end up having, to be fair. Rose backing in there with a load. Actually not full either. Oh, he hasn't his trail door shut. I'll push up Eric's load and then I'll tip out with the 99 and get a load and then come in and push up. Roll up to the wall. There goes the sandbag. Yeah, it's definitely a bit getting used to crossing the ramp with the teleporter. That kind of brow, it takes a bit getting used to, because just to get the bucket position right. That's where I'm kind of getting a little bit caught out maybe. It's quite comfy on the pit, and the hydraulics are super quick. You're never wondering about having to slow down to allow it to move, or if you want to get a bit of a flick on. There's plenty of hydraulic speed and power. Just trying to make sure I don't end up with a big bucket of stuff coming to the end of the pit and throw it across the wall. For those of you wondering, yes, you can see the scaffolding. That is the painted steel for the grain shed that will be going up after the pumpkin patch. It'll be up at the minute only, just didn't really want to be at it when the pumpkin patch was on. Well, just trying not to shove this all in underneath the canopy under the steel there. But as I was saying, we painted the shed. Shed is ready for standing, so after pumpkin patch we'll be back on that. We've all our concrete work done in the meal shed. I wasn't really intending on doing as much as we've done, but we done it while we were there. But we have blown the budget. Concrete is just ridiculous at the minute, absolutely ridiculous. I'm also looking across the field and I see no one's moving out there. Maybe they have a blockage in the header. Talk more about that when we get to erecting what we have done so far. Biggest issue with having the field so close to the pit is the muck coming into the yard isn't great. Just nothing we can really do about it. Just let the trailers back in across the face of it and leave it at that. Hope you enjoyed the view from outside. I think it looks actually quite cool. Probably going to have to get a tractor up on the pit just to help roll it in, especially when we get finished. Just to get that wheel width and weight. We should have pretty good weight in this machine, but wheel width is definitely something we don't have. And we definitely have squeaky seats. So just for those of you who may not know why the straw is going in to stop because of how damp this is. Like, you grab a small handful, you can see the juice running. That juice has nutrients in it, water and nutrients. What we don't want, as that effluent, as it's called, leaves the pit, it'll also pull some nutrients with it out of the pit, and we want the nutrients. That's why we grew it. So the easiest way of trying to stop a run, we have gullies to catch the run, but that just brings it to wastewater or dirty water storage. But to try and keep the nutrients in the tank or in the pit, the straw should help soak up and absorb the nutrients from the water and hold more of it in the pit. So whether we have enough in the pit or not, I don't know. We tried. That's the main thing. Trying is the most. Cutting away. I'm on my third load. EirCode's 5 load in. My tail door is open. Rookie error. Rookie error. So going grand. EirCode's 5 load in. I have 3 load. So we're on 8 load off 12 acres so far. It's a nice bit to go. We're not halfway yet anyways. It's actually maybe a little bit drier. This end of the field is coming in a lot drier than maybe I thought it was going to. The Brendan field is damp. Happy out. We're cutting away. So yeah. Anyways, I'm going to put away the camera. Next shot should be the drone.
Think of
and I have crashed the drone. So as you may, you can't see nothing. So I'm hoping the gator is here, so I can tip up in the gator. The gator's not here. Right, we'll have to go get the gator to tip up the field. I need this to make sure that I can find where it's gone. So getting on grand here. They're down to maybe the last 3 runs at the top headland. There's a good owl slope on it. Oh! So I think I know where my drone is. Somewhere around here. Ah, there it is. Must have got caught in branches there. Ah, yeah. That's the drone out of commission for now anyways. Didn't break the gimbal. Broke a blade. That's not too bad. Right. That's grand. I found the drone. Panic averted. It's actually 5 years since I got the drone. The last time we cut for a customer, well, cut maize on hire, was 5 years ago this year, 2019. And we made a video. Uncle got stuck. Liv was with me. Liv was actually drawn, and we had a right old laugh. But I got the drone just after that, so I have the drone 5 years. And yeah, that customer stopped growing it because it was just too costly, and he quite had poor crop that year. Anyways, we'll push this up before bro gets back in. Charging, tipping the load. We're going fine. Happy out. Getting a bit hard pushing up now. Teleport's lovely for this job now. I am quite happy, but at the same time, just noticing now the pit's starting to get that bit fuller. She's just struggling a lot more than when it was just kind of a less of a ramp in it. Now there's a bit of a ramp in it, a bit more of a struggle, and probably because it's beaching itself. I would imagine that's what the problem is. You pick, you push, and once you start that climb and you cross that brow, also I'm not running very level at the minute. Just all the hopping and trotting I had to do there to start just kind of left me on the high kit. Now probably do put some more straw out. So you get a point like that now where you know that the veneer would keep going. I think that's just where she beaches herself with the low ground clearance. And it possibly the tyres too. I'm not sure what way them kind of road knobble tyres would compare to traction on a pit now. In comparison to your standard tyre. Nearly coming to the walls, but not a lot of rolling done, so it's going to compact down a good foot or more with a bit of rolling. Just trying to back up the sides a bit, where I kind of let them go, but now it's just trying to keep it clear down the way. So, thing is starting to slow down now. They're on the far end. Go back forward again. Do a rolling. So you can see them there, they're on the lower end of the field now, so I'd say they're on the last 3-4 acres there to be done. So not too much more left, but we are coming near having the pit full, so 6 foot high, and what is it, 45 foot long, 50 foot long, so 6 foot high, 50 foot this way, and 36 foot wide or 40 foot wide. I can't remember how big the pit is, but we're coming near that much of it full. Now last year we had, you could draw a line with the gutter there and continued it on out, and all of this here where we're just driving on now was full of maize. So we're a good bit still behind last year, still a bit more to come in, but there's a lot more packing to be done. So I'd say we'll have roughly maybe a little bit more than the full of the pit. That's kind of what I'm reckoning at the minute. We keep our hand. So bro's just in to tip, and I think we're actually, I think they're down to the last load or two. Yeah, big bang that. Yeah, we're down to the last load or two. Still coming in, fresh. What we were expecting. That's actually not, that's drier than the stuff we tried the last time. They'll bring out now, but you'll see the difference. You'll see all our lovely corn, like it's just full of grain. So I see. You'll also see the LG variety with the red grains. You'll see it with all the red all that red hue in it is that LG variety. I can't, there's a code to it. If I can find it, I'll stick it in the video.
Don't give up, 'cause you're tired of waiting, all grown up. California dreaming, it gets tough when you feel the real thing.
Last load, full load 2. Happy out. We should be ready for going into the workshop once we get the 64A out. Once 64A comes out, I'm not. It's either the 99 or the 7618 is going in. So the Jag wants to get a blowdown and a wash after that, because it is quite a black looking. Whether that's from the dust or the juice, just one or the other. But it needs. She needs a bit of TLC or a bit of a tidium before she goes into the shed for the winter. We also have to do a bit of work with moving some of the machinery around in that shed to make space for the combine, vintage combines that are here, and pull out the JF900 and pull out the bits for the 7610 sprayer for it to head off up the road. So that's where that's at, so I can stay out for a day or two till we get that done and we get the second ground cleaned off. Let's drive for the next foreseeable future anyway, so it's not too bad. Dull overcast day, but didn't rain. That's all we really needed. So about 4 trailer load down on last year. We get this pushed up and I have a good pack on it now. I've got time to work it. Yeah, I'd say 3-4 trailer load is what we're down. The cost of putting on the plastic onto that field would have been €2,140. If we were to have them, let's say extra 3 or 4 trailer load of maize that we don't have from last year, that would be a cost of €540 on 4 trailer load. So it sounds pretty steep for that extra wee bit. Now the other factor you would include in that is that our maize would have ripened earlier. It would be higher dry matter, so we wouldn't have maybe some of the issues that we have. We'd also cut it maybe 2 weeks ago, or a week ago anyways. But then again, on a year like this, even with plastic, you may not have got that 4 extra trailer load that we are down on last year, just because of the cold summer. Even with plastic, a cold summer will still have an impact on it, just less of an impact. So we're nearly finished pushing up here now. I will start rolling. But yeah, happy out. Anyways, I'm going to put away the camera. Just concentrate on what I'm doing, because I'm not really concentrating on talking. I'm concentrating on trying up and down the pit and do a bit of leveling as I go. So we're currently about a foot higher than the wall at the back. I'll probably roll down to 6 inches above the wall maybe. Well, I'll roll right in next to the shed, but the bucket was kind of in the way. So I just dropped the bucket off in the pit, so I can get nice and tight to the edge. Be careful and catch the wing mirror. Right, do me backwards. She's sinking. Get the edge rolled. Put back up the bucket. Nearly all rolled now. So just did add with this. They're faffing around trying to get our tractor organised. It's packing down well though. So as it really is packing in. So it's definitely maybe even reduced more than I had originally thought it might have. And this is the next day. Pit is rolled in, it's ready for covering. So it's only myself and the buck himself to cover the pit. So Father Phil had to go to a funeral, and Liv is busy with the last day of the pumpkins. So yeah. And we just have a nice level pit. A little bit higher than the wall at the back, a little bit lower there, but thereabouts. No, definitely look, not as much as last year, but should still have enough to do what we needed to do. Last year we had more than we needed, and we were able to feed maize way past when we normally would, and we had some to feed to Wainlands as well. This year we won't feed any stuff to Wainlands, but we'll have it. We should just about have enough.
It gets rough. Seeing is believing. Let's go out and live it up. 'Cause you are more than good enough. When I'm falling to the ground, I just keep believing. When I'm lost and can't be found, I just keep the feeling. It's alright.
And that is it. That's the pick covered. It's our third year reusing that green sheet. It's holding up pretty well, except for where it gets the odd nick. But yeah, one layer of oxygen barrier. That sandbags, we've busted a few sandbags, so a few tires at the front just to keep it down. And hey, oh, maize is in the pit. We'll see what the feeding value is in it, and we'll see how long it's going to last. They're the two big things. Feeding value probably being the biggest. Will it be how much back on last year will it be? And what's the dry matter? But we won't find out. It'll be about 2 weeks curing, and then we'll start feeding it to the cattle. So yeah, hey, oh, cattle are doing well as it is. And me and bro are just getting ready now to go pull beet, because we're on the last half load of beet there. So I'm going to chuck that out into the face of the silage bit. We're going to start filling that back up with beet. So that's the crack. Me and bro will be on. He's getting tractor ready there. So look, I hope you enjoyed today's video. The JCB, can she push? Yes, she can. Just make sure the face of the pit is well rolled. Might be better on grass, because the maize is a bit more like sawdust, whereas grass would have more traction maybe. That's what Lee was telling me anyways. So will we see this in action on the pit with the buck rake off the veneering? You never know. We'll wait and see. But look, I hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. That's it from us.
Good luck.